Hi friends, I'm John Laspina, the Carnivore Teacher, back again to continue this mini-series on plant toxins. Today we're going to talk about tannins. Tannins are a group of naturally occurring compounds found in many plants, particularly in the skins and seeds and leaves of fruits, nuts, and some vegetables. They belong to a class of polyphenolic compounds and have astringent properties, meaning that they can cause a dry, puckering sensation in the mouth. Tannins help plants defend themselves against herbivores and pathogens due to their ability to bind to proteins and other molecules, making the plant parts less palatable and digestible. In humans, tannins can interfere with the absorption of certain minerals such as iron and zinc by binding to them in the digestive tract. While moderate consumption of tannins in foods like tea, wine, and some fruits is generally safe, excessive intake could contribute to nutrient deficiencies over time. The highest tannin plant foods are typically found in foods that are known for their astringent taste or dark color. These include tea, black tea, green tea, and white tea. Tea leaves are particularly high in tannins, especially black tea. Red wine, made from fermented grapes, red wine contains high levels of tannins. Pomegranates, the seeds and juice of pomegranates are rich in tannins. Chestnuts, particularly raw chestnuts, which are high in tannins. Tannins in berries like blackberries, blueberries, cranberries, raspberries, many berries, especially when unripe, contain high tannin levels. Grapes, especially the skins and seeds, contain tannins that are more concentrated in red and black varieties. So it's always the darker colors that tend to have the highest level of tannins. Oak-aged products like oak-aged whiskey, wine, tannins are extracted from oak barrels during aging. Certain nuts like walnuts, pecans, and hazelnuts have notable levels of tannins, particularly in their skins. Legumes like lentils, beans, and chickpeas and peanuts are particularly in their raw or undercooked form contain tannins. And bitter almonds, there's two kinds of almonds. The bitter almonds, unlike sweet almonds, contain a significant amount of tannins. Let's take a look at the moderate tannin plant foods now. That was high. This is moderate. And they're offering some astringency, but not as much as the high sources. They include apples, particularly the skins. Apples contain moderate levels of tannins, especially in certain varieties. Pears, like apple pears, tannins, especially when unripe. Plums, those stone fruits, contain moderate levels of tannins. Peaches, particularly the skin, have moderate tannin content. Figs, both fresh and dried figs, contain moderate tannin levels. Persimmons, unripe persimmons have more tannins and astringency. Tea, herbal or white, while lower in tannins compared to black tea, some herbal teas and white teas still have moderate levels. Olives, especially green ones, have moderate levels of tannins, which are more pronounced when they are unripe or not fully processed. Cranberries, while cranberries are high in tannins when raw, they fall into the moderate category when dried or processed. And mulberries, these berries contain moderate amounts of tannins, especially when slightly unripe. Now, if you want to include some foods with tannins, here comes the low tannin list. Minimal tannins, making them gentler on the digestion, less likely to interfere with nutrient absorption. Some of these include bananas, naturally low in tannins, especially when ripe. However, they're the highest in fructose. Melons, watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew, these fruits are low in tannins and easy on the digestive system. Avocados, very low in tannins and high in healthy fats. Cucumbers, low in tannins and hydrating. Sweet potatoes, these root vegetables have very low tannin content compared to other tubers, but as you remember, high in oxalate. Zucchini, a low tannin vegetable that's easy to digest. Lettuce and other leafy greens, most lettuce varieties like romaine and iceberg are low in tannins. Radishes, a crunchy low tannin vegetable that's light on the digestive system. Carrots are very low in tannins, making them a suitable choice for digestion. Tannins, they're not too bad, but you don't want to have a high level of tannins in your body because it robs your body of certain nutrients. Again, my solution is go carnivore. There are 0 tannins in animal products. There are 0 lectins in animal products. There are 0 phytates in animal products. There are 0 oxalates in animal products. If you're going to have plants in your life, make that the micro minority of what you add, just for variety. And then you'll see that they're kind of unnecessary. But you can have them in there if you like. Just know, understand, have the knowledge of what these plant toxins are, what they do to the human body, and then proceed accordingly. It's important to have the knowledge. When you have the knowledge, you have the power to change your life for the better. Informed consent. I'm a huge advocate of informed consent. If you liked this video, please click the thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, share with friends and family. Our next toxin video will be about fructose. Not necessarily a toxin, but it's a sugar. So stay tuned for that one tomorrow. Take care.